like a light review. I'm not gonna get really in depth, but hopefully you'll get enough information than whatever the packaging is going to tell you about these dolls. We've got our characters here on the side of the box. Here they are on the back of the box. And also, the back of the box shows you a little lineup of other figures in this same line. And, yeah, just basically Wonder Woman in different forms. Now, I was interested in this doll because, of course, this head sculpt is the same sculpt they use for the collector edition doll, except possibly it's a little bit bigger. It might be a little bit slightly bigger, but the same face sculpt. And the body is not a made-to-move body like the collector doll is. I mean, it's more of a made-to-move body than this one is. This is a completely new body type that they used for this action figure style doll. So I thought it would be interesting to take a look at the body and maybe even re-head her onto a made-to-move, because I feel like I like them better on the made-to-move bodies, but we'll see. So out of the packaging, they don't have like a whole bunch of stuff that they come with. It's just the two dolls, each of their accessories, and that's it. No stand or anything like that. It's very, very simple packaging. Okay, finally freed them from the packaging, and here's how they look. They are able to stand on their own to a degree, of course. They didn't come with stands, and definitely my first impressions of these dolls are that they are, I mean, extremely playline. Like, it don't get more playline than this, okay? So if you're into like really having like collector style dolls, these two are not it. Invest the money in the dolls that are like in their $40 range, because that's the real deal right there. But this is kind of like maybe for kids or casual collectors who aren't really that serious. It's worth the $12, $13 that the dolls are individually, and the 2-pack here was about 30 bucks. So let's start with Trevor. So he looks very like, I mean, he looks really nice. Only thing I don't like about him right off the bat is his lower body. All of this is molded, okay? And you cannot remove his pants. He does have articulated knees and these boots that are just straight up a part of his legs. And it's quite shiny. A lot of detail on the clothing and stuff, but it's not fabric. It cannot come off. His lower body is all fused together and molded like a typical action figure for kids. And then the top of his body, it looks like he's wearing like a multiple piece outfit, but he really isn't. It's all one piece. The sleeves here, that's a different color. The little sweater underneath, all of this is part of one piece. There's just one piece of Velcro that opens here in the back to remove all of that stuff. And then of course he's got his gun holster and his actual gun itself, which I'm imagining he can hold in his hand. Yep, he can hold it. So that part is kind of cool, but geez, it's just like the level of detail I see in this doll kind of is negated by just how action figure-ish he is. And I don't mean that in a good way. I'm not that type of a, I don't know. Just my type of collecting warrants a little bit more realism, and that's just what I look for in my dolls. So I'm gonna take off his top so you guys can see what it looks like. This is it without the holster, of course. And then it's just Velcro here. And he has an upper body, but sadly, that's all the skin we're gonna get out of this guy. Very, very sad. Yeah, it's really disappointing, but I guess you don't have to worry about looking for pants for this Ken, so I don't know, maybe that's a plus. His skin tone looks very generic Ken. So I think he might be able to be rebodied onto a Ken body that's similar in skin tone to him. But he does have an articulated elbow. So you should be able to bend his arms. You don't get any wrist articulation with him. You know, it's quite basic. But he's got a nice torso. I like the shape of his body. I really wish they would have just developed this whole thing a little bit more. So he's got dark eyebrows, blue eyes. His lips are pretty not feminine looking, so that's good. Normally, Mattel has them looking like they got lip gloss on. I really like his hairstyle. It is molded though. He kind of reminds me of the Superman doll a little bit. So here is the girl doll, Wonder Woman, and she basically has a very similar thing going on with her, except that her clothing are not molded on, of course. Okay, so here's how her face looks. Very similar to the collector version of this doll, and I'm not sure, you guys, because I don't own that doll, but just let me know if you guys know whether or not the head sculpts are different sizes. I suspect that they are, but I just don't know for sure. It could just seem like it's bigger on this body because of the body type, so it might not really be bigger. But anyways, that's just what I think. So she's got her hair in this like braid type of thing. That's how it's styled. And there's hella gel in this hair. It is like super stiff. So that's gonna need a good washing when it comes out of that braid. And then her outfit, personally, the outfit, I mean, it's just okay. Like, it's literally just like a print here of the tassels that are supposed to be hanging off of it. And very, very light fabric. The fabric is super, super light. It's barely there at all. And she's got this little harness thing around her that I believe is supposed to hold her weapon or something. What the heck is this thing, you guys? I don't know. Some Wonder Womanish thing that she's got on. And it just makes her look more badass, basically. But I'm gonna take that off so you guys can see her actual skirt or her dress. And then this is her boots, which are freaking killer. They look beautiful. Really, really like them. However, I can tell just from looking that her feet are massive and they probably will not fit other Barbie shoes. Look at them feet. Ooh, Lord. That is not a joke, y'all. So I don't foresee her wearing other Barbie shoes, and these gigantic, beautiful boots, I don't foresee any of my dolls actually wearing these, unless their feet happen to be this huge, which I don't think I have any dolls with feet this big. Maybe I can try it on one of my Integrity girls, because sometimes their feet are a little bit bigger, but, or even a curvy Barbie, but I don't know, I don't think so. We'll see. Okay, so that's the shoes. So here we have her little sword that she's holding in her hand. It is removable. It's plastic. It's not gonna hurt you at all. And it's silver, and it's got a gold handle. Can you give me this, please? Jeez, goodness, she ain't trying to let go. And then a really cool design here. So that's basically what it looks like, and it's quite long. Here's the doll, and that's how long it is. Jai, move your hand. Okay, and then she's got these little brackets around her arms that come off very easily. It's like soft vinyl is what this is made of, so nothing you have to snap or anything. It just curls around her arm. So that's nice and convenient to take on and off. And then, I'm gonna take this harness off of her. Also very easy to remove. It just has like a little buckle on it or whatever. And then here is her super muscular body. Oh yeah, she looks like she's kicking somebody's behind. And then this opens with Velcro here. And this skirt could maybe be like restyled with some other clothing and actually worn as an outfit, but we'll see. Now this part right here kind of threw me off. Really though, you've got armor on your underwear? Seriously? That's extra. And it's actually like texture. There's like little studs on them. Oh god, that's gonna be horrendous in leggings. So I do have a lot of leggings for my dolls. And then basically that's what her body looks like. I like this part here. I like the construction of her torso and the shape of her chest. It's very just, I don't know, she just looks really like toned. That's the word I'm looking for. I love that. And it's a cool introduction to a new body type on our Barbies. So almost like, you know, an athletic build. And I love that. So I'm not hating on the body type, although I don't really like the armored underwear. I'm really hoping this version of her here doesn't have the armored underwear, but we won't know till we open her up. I'm really glad to have unraveled her hair to see that her hair looks really full. And I'm hoping that it's going to be easy to style because the hair is really long. And it is that quality saran that we are used to expecting on our Barbie dolls in the recent releases of dolls. So absolutely, I'm happy with the hair and I'm looking forward to restyling it. And I don't think I have to worry about a bunch of bald spots with the root job. It just, yeah, it looks pretty good. Look at that.
Can I eat this?
Yes, go eat it. Yeah, I think she's okay with the hair, so I'm very happy about that. So I'm really looking forward to restyling her. I don't know, I think she's really cool. I kind of like her. As far as skin tone, so I thought that she was a blue top skin tone, and I think the original doll is, I don't know, I'm not sure if the collector version is, but she to me looks very similar to this pink top body in color. So I'm going to try rebodying her on this body instead. So on this pink top body, I think the skin tone is a really good match, and she does give me the collector version vibes, like extra. So I kind of like her on this body. I might just keep her on it because I think I really do like her better on this body, but I like her better on this body. That doesn't mean I don't like this body type. So I'm going to find another doll to give this body to because I'm really feeling it and I want to see it dressed up. Pull her out of the box too. This is the Diana Prince and Hidden Sword version. And the back of the box looks like that. So you'll recognize her in stores if you see her. I think I paid about 13 bucks for this doll. And that was the original price. Something close to that. Okay. So the main difference with this version, I'm going to do a quick comparison here, is that, of course, her hairstyle is totally different. It's got like a bun bow thing going on in the back, very fancy, but it's also super gelled. So being in the box, it's kind of flat. I feel like you're not really getting the full effect of this hairstyle with her. But I like the effort that they tried to make. And of course, she's wearing her little fancy toga style dress or gown. And it's like they attempted to do a couple of little fancy like layers and stuff, but the material is really thin and cheap. So, you know, it's a little bit lackluster, but I'm not complaining. I'm not really a glam girl, so this is just gonna come off of her anyway. And then of course her sword actually is a different style. See? It's a different kind of sword. So similar, but a little bit different. Mostly just the handle is different. And the blade has a different kind of like design sort of. But it's very similar. And then she's got these crazy looking boots on, which I have no idea why she's got these armored boots on underneath her beautiful dress. So that's a little bit, whoa, didn't expect that. But now we have another pair of shoes to put onto this huge feet having body. And of course, sadly, the underwear fiasco has been repeated on this doll. At least though, it's studded, but it's not a different color. So I guess it's a little bit better. But I would have preferred for them to not do that at all, because that's ridiculous. But she has the same body type as the first doll over there. So this is basically the athletic body type. I think I'm gonna keep these heads interchangeable. The other difference too is that her face, as you can see, her lips, they have a little line of white in the middle to make it look as if her lips are parted. It's not actual teeth that need to be extracted though, it's just painted on. So you can just use some paint to go over that and kind of close it up, or make it look as if it's closed mouth. So that's not a big deal, but I think I'm just gonna use this head as like a replacement head for her when I decide to make her look kind of fancy and have a different hairstyle. Okay, so I have Ember here dressed in an outfit, and this is the athletic body type that Wonder Woman came with, and she actually looks pretty cute like this. She was originally a curvy doll, and I do love her curvy body type, but until we have an articulated version of that body, I might kind of leave her like this. And the skin tone does seem to match her, so she would match a pink top body if she was to go on a Made to Move. And this body seems like it's a pretty good fit. And this is what that body looks like redressed in something else. She only has articulation in the elbows and the knees. It's not completely full because there's no ankle joints and there's no wrist joints. So I just wanted to point that out. But other than that, I think it's a pretty cool athletic body style. And I'm gonna have fun playing around with her. So make sure you're following us on Instagram and subscribe right now if you haven't done so that you can get updates and ideas for customizations for your dolls. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gypsy and you're watching Broken Barbie TV, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a dolly day!